Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my September 2015 anticipated reads. I want to apologize really quickly for any noises that you might hear outside. I live in apartments. It's loud because it's still summer, and the fan's going. It's 1 billion degrees in my room. It's 1 billion degrees outside. My lights just make me hot, so the fan stays. No questions. So, I have a lot of books on this list. I do apologize, but so many books are coming out that I want. And so let's just get started. The first book is The Body Institute by Carol Riggs. Now, this is a science fiction dystopian book. It kind of reminded me of Starters. I believe her name is Sarah Price, who's the author, but I could be completely wrong. In this novel, someone takes over your body, works out for you until you're all fit and toned, and then gives your body back. And while the person is in your body, they don't remember being in your body once they're released. I don't know how that works, but the kind of made me think of Starters, even though I didn't finish that story because it was a library book and I had to return it. In Starters, someone would borrow your body, but it would be an old person who wanted to live like a young person for a little bit. So kind of similar. They're both dystopians. They're both science fiction. They both talk about body borrowing or whatever. So it's intriguing. I want to read. The next book on the list is The Foxglove Killings, and this is by Tara Kelly. This comes out on the 1st of September. This is a mystery thriller book. It's about murders, and when the victims are found, they have a foxglove flower in their mouth or on their mouth as the murderer's signature, and so it just seems cool, and I like the cover, so I want to read it. Number 3 is Catacomb. I always say that wrong. Catacomb by Madeline Rue. It's the third book. Where is it? The third book in the Asylum trilogy. I really like the first 2 books. They're not scary. It's a little creepy, a little unsettling, but basically it's just about a boy who goes to a prep college over the summer, but the college is built within an old asylum that has just been hanging out for years with nobody using it. So it's an old asylum turned into a college. But little do they know there is a secret society still roaming the grounds and like wreaking havoc on the town. So it makes it super scary. And in the second book, it really delves into the secret society aspect. And then you're left on a cliffhanger. So I can't wait to get to Catacomb. It also comes out on the 1st, which I've already pre-ordered. And Amazon's pretty good. So I am expecting it on the 1st. Yes, and it has pictures. So that's always exciting. The next book is called Mary Unleashed. This is the sequel to Mary Summoning. I think that's how you say the first book. And this is a horror retelling of Bloody Mary. If you watch Keely over at A Bibliophile's Journey, she really likes the first book, and so I'm assuming she'll like the second one. I unfortunately could never read the first book because my library doesn't carry it, and so I am waiting patiently for Book Outlet to stock the book so I can buy it because it's cheaper on Book Outlet. I want to buy the book cheap. The next book, oh, that one comes out on the 8th. The next book is called Dark Shimmer, and this is by Donna Jo Napoli, and this one also comes out on the 8th. You guys are going to die. Okay, this is a Snow White retelling, but it has nothing to do with Snow White. It's about the evil stepmother, okay? And it talks about how she became evil, how she became the stepmother, where she got her mirror from. I'm so stinking excited for this. I want more retellings of side characters from Disney movies, or Disney, not Disney, but like fairy tales. I want more retellings of the side characters in the future. So, just so you know, publishers and authors out there, more retellings of the side characters. Thank you. Or villains. Just the villains. That's fun too. Alright, the next book is called Edgewater, and this is by Courtney Shinmel. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. This one also comes out on the 8th, and this is a mystery contemporary romance Normally I don't go for those, but it kind of reminded me of Compulsion, which I read a few months ago. I can't remember the author's name at the moment, but obviously I'll show you a picture, and it kind of sounded similar, the synopsis, and so I want to read it. The 7th book on my list is called Boy Meets Girl Massacre, and this is by Anseli Hogarth, I think. This one also comes out on the 8th of September, and it's a horror story. I can't remember anything about the book at the moment, but when I read it, I immediately put it down on my list because it just sounded so stinking good. The next book is called Drift and Dagger, and this is by Kendall Culper. This one also comes out on the 8th of September, and this is a historical fiction with witches, but there's a boy protagonist, and he's got some kind of magical dagger. I don't know if he is killing witches or if he is a witch, but I'm intrigued. The next one is The Suffering from Rin Chopeko. This is the sequel to The Girl in the Well. I'm probably saying the title wrong. I don't know why, but I read the first one and loved it, and so I can't wait to finish the second one. I actually have the second one from NetGalley. I'm supposed to have it finished by September 20th, I think, because I'm part of the book tour, but I'm slacking, although what I've read so far is good and I'm loving it, so yay, it's going to be out in physical copy soon. The next book is called The Dead House by Dawn Kurtagich, and this one comes out on the 15th of September. This is also a horror mystery book. I'm excited because I believe this book has like newspaper clippings, like it's an interactive book, and I love it when I read a book that like I have to dig through and look at all these other things besides just text and dialogue. It's just so fun to read a book like that. So I'm excited, and Ashley from Ashley Reads actually has this book, so I'm super jealous. It's called Locke and Maury, and this is a retelling of Sherlock Holmes, but it's Sherlock Holmes, and instead of Moriarty, it's a girl, so it's like a romance. When I read the synopsis, I was thinking of the CW and how this could be a CW show, and I'm not usually into the whole like romancy kind of thing, but at the same time it kind of sounds cool because it's got Sherlock Holmes in it, so we'll see. I do want to read it. Alright, the next book is called Ash and Bramble, and this is by Sarah Preenis. I think that's how you say her last name. This one comes out on the 15th as well, and this is a Cinderella retelling, but instead of it being about Cinderella, about the godmother, and I'm so excited to read it. The next book is Bits and Pieces by Jonathan Mayberry. Now, I know that there's already 4 books out, and it says that this is the 5th book, but I believe this is a companion novel because it's a bunch of short stories, and I don't know if the short stories are actually all of the novellas that are already out on Kindle, or if they're new short stories on side characters that are in the book. I can't tell you, but I love this series. I read Rotten Ruin and the second book, I can't remember what it's called at the moment, and a novella, and I do want to continue on with the series. I really, really enjoy it. Ashley from Ashley Reads already talked about it either yesterday or the day before in one of her videos, that it is a zombie book, but it's not focused on zombies. It's mostly focused on the relationships between the people and how they are struggling to maintain their societies even though all of these zombies have taken over the world. So it's kind of like a survival book more than anything, and I really enjoy it. The next book is called The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman. This is a graphic novel, fairy tales, with fairy tales in it, and I know lots of people have already hauled this. I think they've all gotten it from the publisher, but it sounds really cute and I want to read it. Alright, so the next book is Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. This one comes out on the 22nd of September I already pre-ordered it because of duh. This is the third and final book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, I believe. I'm super excited about the movie. I follow Ransom Riggs and Tahara Mafi on Instagram, so I've been keeping up with their travels, going to and from the set, and all the excitement and hype over the book. I can't wait. If I was talented enough, I would have done the costume thing and hopefully been, you know, able to go and meet them in person and get like signed stuff, but whatever. All right, the next book is called Murdstone Trilogy. This book sounds super funny. It's by Mal Pete, that comes out on the 22nd of September, and it's a humor book about books. So what okay, so the author of the story is contacted by either like the publishing house or his editor or whatever, and they're telling him he needs to come up with a trilogy, and then, you know, he starts writing the trilogy. So it's a book about books, about the author writing the books, and I want to read it, and it's supposed to be really funny. So yeah. The next book is Beastly Bones by William Ritter. This is the This is the sequel to Jacoby, which I absolutely loved. I read it this year. I gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. And it is like a Sherlock Holmes meets Doctor Who. It's a paranormal, like, funny story it's a mystery. So Jacoby is a paranormal detective, and he has Abigail Rook as his sidekick, and I loved it, and so I want Beastly Bones, and it comes out on the 22nd. I'm pre-ordering it as we speak, though, on Amazon. It doesn't have a definite date yet, and so I haven't actually pre-ordered it, but I will. All right, couple more books. The next one is This Monstrous Thing, and this is by Mackenzie Lee. It comes out on the 22nd. It's a steampunk historical fiction retelling of Frankenstein. Now, it's not just a retelling of Frankenstein, because Frankenstein has, like, come out as a book in the book, and people are thinking that the monster and the book are written because of each other, or I don't know, but it's like a retelling of Frankenstein, and I want to read it. All right, next is Ungodly by Kendar Blake. Now, it comes out on the 22nd of September. This is like a Greek mythology book. This is the final book in the series. I don't know where mine are, but I do own Anti-Goddess and the second book. I don't know what the second book's called. Why can't I think of it? Mortal Gods. So Anti-Goddess and Mortal Gods. So this is the third book in the series. I haven't read it yet, but obviously I already have the first and second book, so I want to own the third. All right, 2 more. Six of Crows. Everybody knows this one because so many have gotten copies of it as ARCs, and I can't wait. And this is by Leigh Bardugo. As you can see, I own her trilogy here. This is the Grisha trilogy, and Six of Crows is a spin-off of the trilogy. It's the same world, different characters, and it's actually, what did I write? It's 6 outcasts, and they want to do a heist on something. Not a bank, because that would be weird, but something else. They're planning a heist, and I want to read it. Alright, and the very last book on my list is called Sanctuary by Jennifer McKissack. I don't know. This one comes out on the 29th of September, and it's a gothic mystery thriller. It's not a southern gothic, but it's a gothic, so it's going to be dark, and I can't wait to read it. And I didn't put anything else on, like, underneath the title, so I don't know what else it's about. Sometimes I get too eager because I do this at like 2 in the morning when I make these lists, and then I just forget to write everything down because I'm like going to the next book. I hope you guys liked my anticipated reads. I know there's just a billion books on this list, but I'm just so excited to get to them, and that is it. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye!